Hello, in this video I am going to tell about the distribution of electrons in different orbit. The maximum number of electrons in an orbit that can be accommodated in is equal to 2n square. What is n? N is the orbit number or energy level index. N can be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this it is. For example, in first cell that is known as the K cell. So how many maximum number of electrons can be accommodated? So 2 into 1 square. Why 1? Because n is 1, because we are finding in the first cell. So n is equal to 1. So 2 into 1 square is equal to 2. In the second cell, 2 into 2 square, n is 2. So 2 into 2 square, so that is 8. In the third orbit or M cell, so 2 into 3 square, so that is equal to 18. So likewise, this is one rule. Okay, now the second rule is that the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the outermost orbit is 8. If outermost orbit there cannot be more than 8 electrons. There can be less electrons, but can never be more than 8 electrons if it is an outermost orbit. And the third point, electrons are not accommodated in a given cell unless the inner cells are filled. First of all, inner cells will fill up, then the electrons will go for the next cell it is. Right? So in the step 1. So what is valency? Now valency is the combining capacity of atoms with atoms of one element with the other element. It's okay? It's the combining capacity. So the number of electrons present in the outermost cell. How to calculate the valency is that the number of electrons in the outermost cell, is known as the valency. Suppose, for example, in case of sodium, the outermost in case of sodium, the number of electron in the outermost cell is 1, so the valency is 1. In case of calcium, the outermost cell, the number of electron is 2, so the valency is 2. And in case of aluminum, the number of electrons in the outermost is 3, so the valency of aluminum is 3. So if the atoms have in the outermost cell can have electron 1, 2, 3. If 1, 2, 3 are there in the outermost cell, so that is the metal. If it is more than 3, then it can be a non-metal. If it is 0, if it is 8, if it is not 0, if it is 8, then that is the inert elements. Did you follow? If the number of electrons in the outermost cell is 1, 2, 3, then they are metals. If it is more than 3, like 4, 5, 6, 7, so they are the non-metals. And if the number of electrons in the outermost cell is 8, then that is the inert element. Right? Now the question is how to find the number of the valency of an element in the for the non-metals. How to find the valency of non-metals? So simply we subtract 8 from the outermost number of electrons. For example, suppose in case of oxygen, the maximum number of electrons in the outermost cell is 6. So 6 minus 8. So that is minus 2. So minus 2 means minus sign shows that this is a non-metal and the valency of oxygen is 2. So in this way, for the non-metals, okay, to find the valency, we subtract 8 from the number of outermost electron. This is the way to find the isotope. In case of inert gases, if the number of electrons in the outermost shell is 8, it is 8, then 8 minus 8 is 0. Therefore, the valency of inert elements is 0. Exception is the helium. Exception is helium because in the outermost shell, the valency it is so there are two electrons in the outermost shell. 2 electrons in the outermost shell in case of helium, and the rest they have 8 electrons.